Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 2. Last episode we dove into our adventure, made it through the tutorial area, and made it to Majula, the best hub in all of Dark Souls, and I will fight each and every one of you that disagrees. That's not the place we gotta go. So, first things first, there's a secret. Also, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret while we're getting the secret. This game is absolutely massive. Some binoculars. That'll hopefully help us see some of these secrets. Go over here. You can get the Morning Star and the Cleric's Sacred Chime. Chimes are what you use to cast miracles in this game. So we're gonna head over yonder here. We got a bonfire. Definitely want to light that bad boy up. And we got our first inhabitant.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Oh, yeah.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Alright, so we just unpacked a whole bunch there. First off, let's talk about the Estus Flask. The Estus Flask is a rechargeable source of healing, life gems, or one-time use. However, we only have one Estus Flask drink right now, so it's not going to be too helpful for us, but we're going to get that up a little bit. Secondly, we can heal.
There
Or not. Wow.
Seek there's
Yeah.
so that
I just want to... There we go.
let
You level up through your little... What's her name? I wanted to see her name. Emerald Herald. I was going to call her Emerald Maiden, but Emerald Herald. We're going to call her Emerald Maiden because she's a maiden. She's definitely a waifu. Anyway, you can level up here. I strongly recommend you get adaptability up to 19 at the very least as soon as possible. 28 is ideally where you want because that stat AGL, that determines your role. In Dark Souls 1, all you had to do was be under... I forgot what the weight was. I think it was 30% or something like that. You had to be under 30% to get the best roll in the game, get the most iframes. In this game, yes, you do have to be under a certain weight. That weight is 70% instead of just the low 30%. However, your AGL, your agility, and your adaptability is what's going to determine your iframes. Your iframes is the amount of frames that you're invincible for in your roll. You definitely want to get this up as soon as possible. However, I'm going to go against my advice and I'm going to get... I need HP too. Oh god, this is the problem with being a sorcerer. You want to pump everything to intelligence, but you have two stats that you need more. We're going to go vigor. We're going to get 10 vigor so we don't get one shot by stuff because we are an extremely low HP and unless I farcast against everything, we are going to be in for a rough time. Lastly, she said we had to go meet King Vendrick. Well, how do we do that, you may ask? Well, we can either A, play the game, or B, farm 1,000,000 souls and skip half the game. We're gonna go with option A.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drangleic these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody. Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now. Like I have. Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
This is the first interaction with Covenants. Now, what this guy said was kind of a lie. You're not gonna get invaded by anybody. This game is borderline dead. There are people that still play it. There's Facebook groups, there's Discord you can join. There are people that will play this game. Just the odds of getting invaded by one are pretty low. We're still gonna join though, cause screw it. Get a blue seal, enter the Covenant.
That is a wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
Alright. I always like looking at that. Alright, so Sultan let us know that there are 4 lords. Those are the lords that we are going to have to kill to gain access to the way to Vendrick. Just a little bit of a spoiler, but yeah, I'm sure you guys could have pieced that together.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
All I'm gonna say is, dude, you could literally just climb in a window.
I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key.
Like, dude, there's a chair right here. Like, you could easily just, you know, get on top of it and climb up. Oh, there goes the chair. Okay, well, we're gonna come back with that guy's key later on because he's being a little prick and doesn't want to talk to us. Let's go this way. Hello.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
So you are going to want to come back here and spend some sort of souls on him. He sells a different variety of armor right now. Nothing too fancy, but if you invest in him, he will definitely return for you.
Well, I do hope I see.
Gonna head up here real quick, though. And pick up a Titanite shard. And actually, speaking of Titanite shard, I think, yep, the blue seal will give us a little bit of HP. That's the main reason why I wanted to join that covenant. Ooh, we do not want to go down there. As you can see, there are items down there. Do not let that fool you. You will die. We're gonna go here. We're gonna hit this rock. Why are we gonna hit this rock? Because we got an Estus Flask shard. That'll give us another Estus Flask, which is very, very important seeing as we only have one. Let's head on over here. Dun 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 dun. This is the Covenant of Champions. This game has a very, very interesting mechanic with how this works. Basically, in this game is enemies have a set amount of spawns. I think it is between 10 and 12. Let's say you're stuck in an area. You're fighting enemies, you kill a few, you die. You kill a few, you die. You kill a few, you die. You repeat this 10 times. After the 10th time, these enemies will stop spawning. Indefinitely. They will never spawn again. This is good for people who struggle with this game because as long as you keep on hitting your head against that wall, you will get through it easier to the point where all you have to do is just make a run to the boss and fight the boss. This is bad, however, because if you're farming for a certain weapon or a certain armor set or an item or whatever, enemies despawning could prove to be very fatal. If you join that covenant, it will stop the enemy despawning mechanic, which means they will just keep on spawning forever. You can farm them forever. However, in that covenant, everything is harder. Everything has more HP, hits harder, has more defense, yada, yada, yada. So if you're in that covenant, be careful. Meow.
Oh, undead are we? And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Alright, this is Shalqua. She sells a variety of wings. A variety of wings, yep. All of which are pretty helpful. Ring of the Evil Eye, you'll get HP back from each defeated foe. In areas with a lot of enemies, this is pretty good. The Silver Cat Ring, which reduces damage from falling. Pretty convenient, you get this right next to a huge pit. Red Eye Ring. One, this will give you super cool glowing red eyes, and secondly, this will make you the prime focus of enemies. So if you have a summon in your world, which we'll get into that mechanic a little bit later, but if you have a summon in your world, enemies will only focus on you. This is more useful than you think. The name engraved ring, this is something for co-op. We will get into that a little bit later. And the Ring of Whispers will allow you to hear the voices of your foes. This will become important later on, as will a lot of things in this game.
Well, that's dismal.
You can also use Shalqua.
You do have
Shalqua. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce her name. You can use it to abandon covenants.
Nothing.
You can also use it to check out all your covenants. Whoops.
Time.
Check out all your covenants to see your ranking in them.
Nothing suited you. Well, that's
Alright. With all of that being said and being done, let us go and upgrade our Estus Flask real quick and set off on our adventure, because we have done a lot of talking and a lot of, you know, dancing around the fact that we're supposed to be heroes and killing big stuff and getting stronger and all that stuff. We've been chilling in Majula too long. Alright, with that, we now have 2 Estus Flask, and we are ready to begin. We're gonna head this way. There is another way you can technically go, but this is the first area of the game by, I don't know, I guess like walkthrough, logic. So there you got Rusted Coin. If you drop that, you'll increase your luck stat, which is like a little imaginary stat that will determine how often you get an item from killing enemies, such as like a weapon or a consumable or an armor piece. Don't know why we can't roll under this door, but you know, physics. We're not going to argue with it too much. We're going to go across this bridge, but we're going to jump off of it because secret! Yay! Human effigy. We need that because I burned one being an idiot. And typically we don't want to burn them when I did. We actually kind of want to wait a little bit until... We're going to do everything not to piss you off. You kind of want to wait a little bit before you pop them until you have like a little bit lower HP, in my opinion, just to make them last longer. Because if you pop them every time you die, you're going to run out very quickly. Alright, so a reason why I picked Sorcerer to start out with is actually a big reason these guys right here. These guys are a pain to fight. They're called oh no. Mister. As you can see, they have very large sweeping attacks that you can imagine are gonna hurt, especially someone with as low HP as me. However, I can just stand over here and just spam the L1 button, and it can't do anything about it as long as I stay out of my stay out of its range. And you know, killing this ogre made me realize I forgot something in the beginning area of the game. So, you know what? We're gonna kill this guy right here. We're gonna go rest at this bonfire. And I'm gonna cut away when I'm at that place. Because guess what? We can teleport right off rip. So this is gonna take like 2 minutes. I love this game. Alright, back at the things betwixt. We actually want to go back. We want to literally backtrack to before we even got our starting class and remembered our name and all that good stuff. Want to go back over this bridge. And we want to go through here. Now, if you had a keen eye, you probably saw that there was a little bit of a hidden secret behind here. And as you can see, there's big footsteps. And there he is, another ogre. You're gonna take care of this one the same exact way as we took care of the last one without getting grabbed. That actually did not do as much damage as I thought it would. Pretty surprising, but we're not gonna take a second hit and find out, because that might have just been like, oh hey, we're gonna do no damage and lure you in. So killing this ogre, you get the stone ring. This is actually a pretty good early game ring. It adds poise damage to your swings. How do I explain this simply? Your poise is your ability to like take a hit without flinching. And the more poise damage you do, well, obviously, the more staggering your weapons and your hits are going to be. Yeah, that's a good word. I can't remember. I think this is a secret. Yes, it is. Okay. Ah, small, smooth, and silky stone. you drop that over for Snuggly and you'll get another item. I don't think the odds are as good as the petrified something, but it's still a chance. Anyway, back to poise. You will do more poise damage per swing, which means you'll be able to make enemies stagger more. This is going to come more apparent when we fight enemies that have more poise. For example, our dagger is this is going to help our dagger a lot, because now our dagger is going to probably make things stagger that it wouldn't normally make staggers early on. Alright, with that being done, we are back in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. Now, let us kill that guy. We're gonna two-hand our dagger, and we're just gonna go to Slash Town for right now, because I want to save my cast. The casts are... we have a lot of them. We do have a lot, so we don't have to like worry, but if we use nothing but our magic, then we are gonna run out of... cast very soon. And there's nothing worse than being caught in an area with no heals, no casts. Oh, jeez, I am just getting beat right now. I almost like the right trigger attack on the dagger more, because you get a little bit of distance. I guess it's the first time using our S's, and if you could see, it is very slow. And the healing is very slow as well. You didn't really notice it probably too much because we have not much HP, but when we have more HP, your HP bar goes up slow. So even after you drink, there's a good chance you're going to get wrecked. Now this area you have to be careful in. As you can see, there is a bunch of bodies just laying there. And if I were to tell you that each and every one of these bodies is a person, you'd probably think I'm crazy. Well, guess what? I'm not crazy. Well, I am crazy, but not because of this. Can I wield that? I probably can't wield that. Yeah, that's the struggle of being a mage early on, is that you really can't wield anything. I am going to kill all these guys real quick, so I'm going to just speed it up right here, because this is probably really boring. I'm just, you know, I'm going to shoot some arrows. Yeah, 2 arrows per, that's pretty good. I'm going to speed it up, kill all these guys, and then resume when we are going to go through this little portion of the forest. Alright, I think that's all. Nope, it's not all of them, but we're going to kill this guy anyway. Alright, cool. Let us head up here. There's an item over there. I don't think we can get that unless we have a certain item. So we're not going to try to make the jump. You can see the bloodstains here. Bloodstains are basically a omen for what's going to happen. If you touch them, you're going to see what another player did. And as you can see, all these players just jumped off the edge. So don't do that. Alright, let's hop up here, hop over here. This is the D-head that was chucking fire bombs at us. Huh, not so tough now, huh, big guy? Alright, we're gonna get a running start and jump! For a short sword. I think that's an upgrade. God, I can't wield anything! It's so frustrating. First thing I get is definitely going to have to be upgrades to my strength and dex, because yeah, I'm feeling this sorcerer's pinch really get wrecked. Really bad. Anyway, we did quite a bit this episode. We didn't get to exactly where I wanted to get. Actually, no, we got further than I wanted to get. What am I talking about? We actually had to go backtrack and get something too. So we accomplished a whole bunch this episode. We talked to all the inhabitants in Majula, made a bunch of friends, got some items, nothing we can use because we are weak. I'm looking into my stats. We are weak. We need to work on that. We will work on that because we have some souls. We're going to get stronger, guys. Don't worry. Next episode, we continue on through the forest, finding something that could be helpful to us. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time.